Carroll. I'm excited about this more than I could possibly imagine. What?
You're excited about this? Oh my gosh. Oh, no. I think all I want to do is phone home. Okay? Okay. I would honestly like to thank all of the previous presenters. They've done a fantastic job at laying the firm foundation for what I'm going to be telling you today. So I will be drawing upon some of the material you've already heard in order to short circuit this talk and give you plenty of time to do whatever you're going to do next. So let's see. This is a very important topic. This is a topic that I think is something that everybody, if they can consider themselves an informed citizen, has to know about today. And that is a comparison of copolymers with vinyl acetate and maleic anhydride as a substitute for carbon nanofibers in space elevators. All right, this is very important. This is actually, going back to Colin's talk, these space elevators, you might say, well, I've never seen a space elevator. That's because it is alien technology. It was deposited here when we were only about 3 inches apart. We have just now uncovered it so we can make the space elevators. We can thank the beams for doing that. This is a portrait of one of them. You can see the 2 eyes, the antenna, and the 3 lips.
The 3 lips.
So let's learn about carbon nano in quotes. So it really may not be nano. We'll have to find out exactly what sort of fibers these are. You cannot trust aliens to tell the truth. So, what is the good of a space elevator? A space elevator is used to overcome gravity. Remember, these are only concepts that we have in our minds. The space aliens knew that, and they knew that we are under the illusion there is such a thing as gravity and nano. So what do we need? We need something that requires material that's a very high tensile strength, or we need a lot of height per unit length. Something with a small height per unit length ratio is just a big short cylinder. We need a lot of them to get up there. Hence the need for the nano, and shrink it down this way. And of course, as we shrink it down this way, it'll pop up that way. Anybody who squeezed a tube of toothpaste knows this. This is not alien technology. So, carbon. Again, the alien periodic table does not look like this. Right? Carbon, the aliens are astrophysicists. They only recognize hydrogen, helium, and metals. That's it. That's the only thing we really recognize. So let's see what this looks like. We do have an alternative, fortunately, to these carbon nanotubes, or if you wish, we can string those words together into carbon nanotubes. But as you can see clearly, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But right here there is some filaments that are suspended against gravity. And these substances that were mentioned at the beginning are vital and integral to hairspray. And I well know the meaning of hair. It's in the sense that I have it. One of the largest heights per unit length. Again, because ratios are a figment of our imagination. As we all know from when we were taking, math, 99 or something like that. Okay? Now, let's take a look at some examples. These are not true examples, which are random. These examples were planted by the aliens. So this is what they wanted us to know about this alien idea of a space elevator. Okay? Here's the analysis. In order to understand something, let's take a look here. We do have the proper height to width. Notice that this whole thing has been compressed, so it has shot up, as I was telling you about. Okay? There are several things here. There is, I'm sorry, Young's modulus. It is not young, it came from the aliens, it's very, very old and ancient. But nevertheless, we see here some, I keep hitting the wrong button, we see here some early examples of their cryptic writing, which we have yet to understand. Here's another example, shear, which is how they came to Earth very early. They needed to harvest something to keep warm with. Their planet is much warmer, and so they sheared sheep. And this is how they did it. F is the fullness of the wool. E here, well, that's the same E as up here. We haven't figured out what this side of the equation means. It is equal to F. Finally, we have gravity and centripetal forces. And we all know what those are. Those are forces that if gravity goes up, centripetal force goes down. On planets where gravity goes sideways, centripetal force goes the opposite. There are two more things. Here's the same F, so we can set these two equal to each other, and we can therefore calculate the value of R, the radius of this microfiber that's going to go up there, how strong it has to be. The same F here, we can set all of these three equal to each other, which is hard to do because our primitive equal signs only let us set two things equal to each other. Aliens can set three things equal to each other. So, finally a topic I know something about, early failure. And obviously, by ethic now, future work. So here's a graph that goes up from -25 to 100. Therefore, fooling us into thinking the graph is really higher than it is. And here it is, what we call a log scale. Well, the log isn't in parentheses. We know that also came from aliens. And the first attempt was a clear failure. Take a look at these points. And if we draw a smooth curve through the data, clearly the data plunges right here. Right? That's called extrapolation in air quotes. However, the future work, which we're planning, of course, in the future, we can take a nod from Lockheed and say yes. Just like their fusion, this is going to be hugely successful, and we're going to get to a level of 98%, which means we can use carbon nanotubes to take ourselves upward with a space elevator. Let me know if you have questions about that.
How have you been able to implement this technology in your research?
No. Let's take a look at this slide more carefully. Work in quotes. Not my job. Other question, yes.
It seems like the blue one's higher on the scale and the arrow going down is the blue one. So is it like ideal for aliens to have no hair?
Yes. Yes.
This is actually a diagram showing how you get the space elevator up there. This is gravity. This is centrifugal force, and it just shows their plan to raise the space elevator is simply to whirl the Earth fast enough that the elevator just goes up by itself. So it's a centrifugal force-based elevator.
Can you go back a
Armstrong.
couple slides there?
Excuse me?
Can you go back a few slides there?
Go back a few slides? Sure.
Keep going. Yeah, that one.
That one?
You
That's Dr. Armstrong.
recognize anybody on that slide?
Woo!
Looking good with that hair there.
That's just for you, Brad.
Is that just for me?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm not in the upper picture.
Right.
You're not in the upper picture? Is this you down here?
Can't you see those eyebrows?
So when I look at pictures of people, I just generally tend to blot out the hair. I don't. The end envy is too much.
All right, let's thank our speakers again. All right, students, please evaluate the talks and slides and submit your ratings. We do have a winner. Same person got both the slides and presenter. And I think everyone is not going to be shocked. This one goes to Brad Carroll. Go get your trophy filled with Starburst. So, there you go.
made it all
Congratulations. Going out on a high. Your swan song.
Oh, wow.
Speech.
Dr. Carroll will be addressing last lecture on November 18th. Is
Woo!
that right?
No. Actually, that's been postponed until January 27th.
Oh,
They couldn't find a room for that date.
anywhere.
January 27th, last lecture. Dr. Carroll.
Yes, everybody's been waiting, unless you've been waiting for that for a long time. Well, I just want to say thank you. I want to have a round of applause for all the presenters and all the staff. I would just like to say I am deeply humbled, if not humiliated, to receive this.